We already got it.
Marco, a victory that you certainly deserve, do you feel?
Yeah, good afternoon all. Definitely. Clear, in my opinion, the better team on the pitch won the game this afternoon. We're the team that created more chance all the game, that played better and trying to win most of the moments of the game, in my opinion. It's a bit more, even if you create very good number of chances first half, more balance. Of course, we had our moments. Man United reacted well first half, and the last 10 minutes they had their moments as well. But the clear chances during that moment, that first half was from ourselves, even if they have 2 or 3 moments, injured moments as well. Second half, the way we started the second half, the first 30 minutes of the second half, the way we control the game, the way we play always in our offensive half against Man United at Old Trafford is not easy to do it, and we did it. We almost didn't give anything for them. We were always trying to score and to start leading the game. We scored, and after came a normal reaction from Man United and from Old Trafford as well. The crowd played a big part on it in their reaction. I really believe. Considered a bit, I have to say, unlucky goal. Even if our coordination in that offside alignment was not, that should be a little bit unlucky goal. And that moment, we showed a strong mentality. Really, of course, was a moment for us to don't concede the second because Old Trafford was on fire in that moment, and they believe that they can score the 2-0. But we showed the strong mentality, not just to keep the result, but to try to win. And even before the 2-1, we had a very good chance from Rodrigo inside the box to score the 2-1 and start leading the score again. Really well deserved 3 points. Now I repeat again, the best team won.
Marco, sorry, Simon. Simon was first. I'll come back to you, Simon.
You mentioned then the mentality at 1-1. A lot of teams, even this season, have caved in moments like that when the game starts to unravel. But your side maintained their concentration and actually got back on top by the time you score.
Yes, it's true. We have been punishing by in some games more away from home, to be honest, and at home in the last minutes of the games when comes a reaction, or even last game that we played away against Burnley, we were leading 2-0, the game completely under control, and you concede a goal at 80 minutes of the game, and of course the reaction, they equalized at 90 minutes, the last minute or before the extra time. This afternoon they scored again, 89. I have to remember even the game at Craven Cottage this season, where Man United won the game in the last minute of the match too. Of course, in that moment, as I said, they equalized. Old Trafford completely on fire, pushing them. It was a moment that we have to be really strong mentally to keep the result, and of course, try to win in any moment that you can have the chance. And the players, they show that is a good sign for us. Sign that we are growing. We are in a process. We are growing as a team in terms of maturity to control this type of game, this type of moments in a different way, like we did this afternoon.
Marco, in that, as you said, you've been so dominant all game. You could have scored multiple goals. In that moment, they obviously claw them back. What are you feeling in that moment? And is it that balance between the game we could actually lose the game?
No. Yes, we have to. It is a moment that, of course, we made some changes. Of course, was a moment that we were playing in a different system too, and we made some changes. Of course, with we know that we are going to have more space behind Man United because that Adama Traore come in as well. We know what is going to happen after the 2-1 and some changes from Man United. We knew where is going to be the space, but after the 1-1, and Premier League, like I know as well. After the 1-1, 89 minutes of the game, with the crowd playing a big part on it, will become what I call sometimes the crazy Premier League game. Anything can happen in that game, even if they were thinking that could come the second goal for them. And in that moment, of course, the tactical point of view is important, but much more important is the mentality and the maturity to control that moments. And this afternoon we showed that, always with the thinking and ambition that we can win the game, and we won.
Peter.
Marco, just on mentality, obviously, Alvin Bassey and Alex Iwobi scored today. They've come straight back from AFCON, the disappointment of the final, in Alex Iwobi's case, some abuse as well off the pitch. What have you said to them? Are you pleased with how they've responded after that?
Yes, I had shot with them like I had with the Ballo Touré, for example. That was, I understand, of course, they played the final and was a tough moment for them. Even if they had to be proud of to achieve and to play that final, even if they didn't win the last game. Alex slightly different than Calvi for everything what I heard, really, because I haven't read about it. But they know really well what they are doing in our football club. They know really well how they are important for us. This afternoon just showed how we miss them. Was 1 month and a half without that two really important players for us. I remember the last game they started before the Man Utd game was against Arsenal at home. We won 2-1 as well, and they were really important for us in that afternoon, and we won again with them. Of course, we are much as a player. We are a team, we are a group of players, and as I said before, even without João Palhinha, that is being so important for us this afternoon, without William, that is being so important, we are much more than a team. We are than a player, we are a team, and everyone knows what should do on the pitch, and this afternoon we should again.
Mike, I'll come to you last. We're going to take two questions, so a couple from Mike and the final one there, okay?
Do you think that the tackle on Sasa Lukic could have been a red card?
Yeah, it's a good question, and sorry because I haven't seen the broadcast image. I just saw with the open images. For me, it's almost impossible. In that moment, I asked for the official. He told me that they checked and nothing. I got a different feedback from the bench, from the people they were looking on the screen. But to be honest with you and fair with officials, until now, I haven't seen the image on the broadcast that is going to be more clear for me. But okay, it was a decision. As always, I have to respect, even if it's not the right decision. But I cannot be clear to you about that.
Can I just ask about your midfield? Was there a specific game plan to try and dominate that area? How did you go about it?
Yes, of course. As you noticed for sure, we made some changes. Of course, we knew what we were going to face. This afternoon, we gave a little bit more freedom for Andrés Pereira and to play more in some moments side by side with Harrison Reed and Sasha Lukic. We knew what the game is going to demand from ourselves, and of course, without João that can cover a lot of kilometers on the pitch and always big area on the pitch, and the other two midfielders, of course, we try to change some things to be compact in that area, to even in our build-up, to help our build-up with two midfielders instead of just one, and they did a very good work, both Harrison Reed and Sasha, and we won that battle. It's really important, that battle. Of course, we push a little bit more inside Alex as well. On the Alex, and if you see Alex Iwobi didn't play always on the left, come much more inside to try to win that battle in the middle, and the players, they understood it, and we did it really well.
Final question from Marco.
Marco,
Hi.
1-1, are you not tempted to settle for a point there, or did you think the way the game was going, United looked vulnerable and you were hitting them on the break so many times in big numbers? Did you think the game was there to be won, or were you tempted to settle for a point?
As I said before, in that moment could have happened many things. Is the moment, even if you try to give instructions inside the pitch for your players, is almost impossible. How the crowd was, how everything was. Okay, some things that we spoke for Adama, that was the closest player from ourselves in that moment. And to be honest, that moment, tactical point of view, nothing really to change. Has to come really the maturity and the belief and the composure from the players to take the right decisions, because we expected a really strong reaction from them, and they try to win the game. Of course, you know that if you keep strong and if you keep doing the right things defensively, of course you can have always a chance to make some counter-attacks, and we did it. We had one before with Rodrigo that he had a very good chance, and after that, great moment from Adama, great counter-attack from him, individual moment, and great pass for the great finishing from Alex Iwobi.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.